Hello everyone, so today I want to show you an application that I'm trying to make using C, the C programming language. So I'm trying to create a password manager. This is the first time I use C to make a program, so let me show you here how it works. So it's only called password.c. At the beginning of the program, it will ask you a master password, so it's only 1, 2, 3, 4 at the moment, but you will have the option to change it to a different password, master password, so you can access to all your passwords stored here. This program is only for learning purposes only, for me to train, to practice, and trying to make something. Actually, it's not very safe for you to keep your passwords or your personal data. So it's only a tool that I'm making to practice and learn. Maybe in the future I can encrypt the content of the files, but so far it's very simple and it's safe because it will store all your information in a text file. And at the moment I don't know how to encrypt that, how to make it, how to keep it safe and encrypted. And the idea of this program is that you can add passwords to remember. For instance, you can add password to remember. For instance, service or website, I can write Gmail. The service or website to be stored is Gmail. To remember, I will write here my email account at gmail.com only. Email account at gmail.com. And then the ID to be stored is email.com. Password to remember, and here we're going to write Gmail, new Gmail password 123. Okay, so this is the password I would like to store. If I want to check the passwords that I have stored so far, I will choose the option number 1, show all passwords. What is the master password? 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the passwords will be shown here. As you can see, in number 4, we will find a Gmail account. You have Gmail email, the email address, the ID, and then the password. I added in slot 0, 1, 2. I have added other random information. I was checking the program, and I added some letters and stuff to check the variable, to check the program if it was working correctly. I also have the option to edit a specific password. If I choose number 6, the option number 6, what is the master password? Every time you choose a different option, you will need to input your password. So I want to change the slot number 2. I will choose it. The slot information, the ID, the web service, and the password is shown there in the screen for you to check and correct. For instance, I want to change the first number 1, the first section, edit web and service. So let's say I want to change it, and it's a Hotmail account, for instance, that I have Hotmail. Let's edit the ID, email at hotmail.com. I want to change the password of this slot. Password to remember, new Hotmail password, and you can see that everything is there. And then to exit, I just choose number 7. I have also added the option to delete a specific password and delete all password at once. Let's see, for instance, if you choose number 4 here, what is the master password? I'm going to write the master key, and then, for instance, we want to delete the slot number 0. So I choose the slot, and it says, are you sure you want to delete the information stored in that slot? Write yes to confirm the action. So we're going to write down yes. The specific ID and password has been deleted. Let's see again, show all passwords here, and you can see that slot 0 is not there anymore. But if I wanted, I also could input number 5, delete all passwords. And what is this master password again here? And are you sure you want to delete all the information stored? Write yes to confirm the action. So I write yes. If I write no, the action has been cancelled. But I will show you that I can in fact delete all of them. Yes. And all IDs and passwords have been deleted. If I choose show all passwords, you will see that there aren't any. So no more passwords, no more IDs. All the passwords IDs, and all the information stored in the file has been deleted. I have also added another option that is number 3, advice, where you can go and you can see the about information for this program and also some suggestions to enhance security. I'm going to read this very quickly. About Shabby Locker 0.2 2024. Then you have my name, Fernando Ramirez. This app intends to help you with your passwords so you don't forget them. Password managers are software programs that securely store and manage user passwords, login information, and other sensitive data. I also wrote some information, some ideas, suggestions to enhance security in case you want to use this program. You should hide your information very well because it's not very safe. So I made kind of a short text giving some advice, some tips to make it more difficult for intruders to take your personal data. Enhance your security by avoiding the use of exact website or service names. Instead, create suggestive names that only you can understand. Apply the same principle to your IDs and passwords to prevent storing real information. For example, you can, instead of writing the exact web service, you can say something like web service, digital bank, ID, my G email, password, the difficult one. For instance, you don't give the exact name of the web service or the website, the ID, or you don't write it password 100%, but just give some tips, and you can use asterisks instead of all the characters. Consider adding asterisks in place of certain characters or numbers when inputting passwords, emails, or IDs. This practice adds an extra layer of security, making it more challenging for others to decipher your personal data. Remember to keep track of the coded names or patterns you use for security. Forgetting them may result in difficulty accessing your stored information. Ensure the strength of your security by creating unique, robust master passwords. This is a crucial aspect of safeguarding sensitive data. And the last paragraph here says, enhance the security of this program by keeping it hidden in a randomly chosen location on your hard drive. Place it in a folder with a unique and unrelated name that only you know. Additionally, rename the program to something obscure and unrelated to passwords, such as a random sequence. Avoid using terms like password manager or key to make it less conspicuous. Choose a name that is memorable to you but doesn't reveal the program's purpose. So here you can read it by yourself and then follow the instructions. Maybe it can give you some ideas for you to make it more difficult for random people to discover or get to your personal data. Okay, so now here we are. We're here on Guinea. This is the code password.c. You can find the whole code in GitHub. It's an open source and free software. All the code it's going to be there. So if you want to help me or check the code and write down some comments or something, feel free to do that, and feel free to give your opinion and help me and comment here. What I think, how I have managed to deal with C. This is a new programming language for me because I usually program on Basic, and C is very difficult. What I found is that there are some things that are pretty simple. For instance, clear screen in Qbasic is very easy. You just write CLS, and here you have to make a function and you have to code the whole thing. So it's more complex and it's a little bit more difficult. So here it is. Let me just check here. Clear screen. So I had to add some functions that call the system CLS from Windows, and then it would do the same for Unix like systems. But I had to go to ChatGPT and ask about it and try to learn how it works. Actually, it's not something that I know how to do, but I made it with the help of AI. Also, something that is being difficult for me to understand is how to make a press any key to continue function. It's been difficult. I know you can do something similar, but it's not like exactly the same that I can make on Qbasic. Here it's different. It's not very easy to do. Then I try to make a wait sleep function. I also created this and got this the same, also functions related to Windows and related commands related to Unix-like systems that you add using some headers. In this case, I had to use Windows H header, and I found this going to the ChatGPT. I don't like to do that. I don't want to do that, but sometimes C is very complex, and I want to do very simple things like, for instance, how can I clear the screen? How can I create a press any key to continue function? Things like that. That they are very easy in Qbasic. Here are a little bit harder. I have learned quite a lot working with this program. Then I manage files here. I created functions to manage files, and then I made for instance, a function to show passwords, then another function to ask for the password, another function to edit passwords. So it's quite well structured, and I used a lot of switch statements here. So I think the program in general is kind of well structured, and it's to be the first program that I'm making here in C is well organized, and it's okay. It's something good.